Welcome to RollerBrewsters, where we talk everything theme parks and drinks. We drove all night to be here at Epic Universe.
To the first of our Epic Universe series. Expect like 8 videos.
Yeah, so join us. Cheers!
Cheers. Today we're diving into the most ambitious theme park Universal has ever built, Epic Universe, a Universal Orlando resort. It is one of the most detailed and immersive theme parks ever built, and it shows.
Epic Universe isn't just another park expansion. It's a completely new theme park that hasn't even been open a year, featuring immersion lands or portals that transport you into an entirely different world.
The park is designed around Celestial Park, the central hub that connects 4 incredible theme portals. Super Nintendo World, which is also in Hollywood Universal Studios and Japan Universal Studios. Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, and How to Train Your Dragon Island Park.
Each portal is fully immersive, packed with attractions, restaurants, theme bars, amazing shows, great meet and greets with characters, and next-level storytelling.
Toothless. First, let's talk about Celestial Park. This is the heart of Epic Universe. It's a cosmic-inspired world filled with gardens, fountains, interactive water features, and starlit pathways.
And this isn't just a walkway, it's an experience. You'll find high-end dining, casual quick-service restaurants, bars, live entertainment, the nighttime show experience, and 2 rides, the Constellation Carousel and the park's signature roller coaster, Stardust Racers.
Stardust Racers is a dueling coaster that launches riders through twisting tracks that weave and cross in near-miss moments. It's fast, intense, so we've heard, and designed to be the park's thrill centerpiece.
Yes, unfortunately for us, it was down the whole week we were there, and is not set to reopen for another couple weeks. We were definitely disappointed, as this was one of the rides we were most looking forward to. We really wanted to see how it stood up to Velocicoaster, but we understand maintenance and safety is important, so I guess it's okay.
All right, on to dining and drinks. So moving on to the good parts of Celestial Park, it features elevated dining options, including the only 2 full-service restaurants in the whole park, the Atlantic and the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant, as well as many counter-service dining opportunities such as Pizza Moon and Frosty Moon, which is an ice cream stand, as well as Comet Dog, which features very good hot dogs.
And of course, you'll find
Gourmet.
beautifully themed bars and lounges serving craft cocktails that fit the cosmic vibe of the park. There were 2 bars that we really enjoyed. One was the Plastered Owl, located inside the Open Star Tavern. They serve Celestial Park's signature beer, the Speechless Astronomer, and they have live music, which is always fun. In the Meteor Astro Pub, a cool themed bar and restaurant that had good food and a cool vibe, and a great outside seating for fountain watching.
There are also a couple outside bars like Celatiki. We can get like slushy drinks that you would find at like a Frosty Frog or
Wet Willies.
So they had those types of drinks. And then they had a Zenith bar right next to the Meteor Astro Pub, which was very neat. It had a bunch of unique cocktails. Both were good places to grab a drink and watch the fountains during the day or at night during the nighttime show. Okay, now let's go through our first portal.
Yay!
Step through the green pipe and you're inside Super Nintendo World.
This land brings Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Donkey Kong to life in color. There are 3 rides in this land: Mario Kart, Minecart Madness, and Yoshi's Adventure, as well as many interactive games that you can play throughout the land.
Mario Kart uses augmented reality to let you race through Bowser's Castle as you are shooting and driving a kart. The setting cues for this ride are pretty amazing. You step right into the game Mario Kart. However, this is a shooting game, not a racing game.
Yes, it's a shooting game.
Right.
Another great ride is Minecart Madness, which is in Donkey Kong Portal. This is the only portal that takes you into another portal. This family coaster features track jumping effects that make it look like you're leaping across broken rails and water, just like the games. It has some great animatronics and it's a really cool experience, especially in the front.
The last ride is Yoshi's Adventure. This slow-moving family ride is basically a people mover, except not as good. And it gives you a great view of all the Super Nintendo land while you hunt for 3 eggs and you get to ride on a Yoshi.
What's better than that?
All right, dining options
I mean,
here.
it's adorable.
Dining options here at Super Nintendo World. There's a restaurant in Super Nintendo called the Toadstool Cafe. It served themed dishes straight out of the Mushroom Kingdom. In fact, you enter into a mushroom. And fun fact, we'll be ranking all these in later videos, so I'm just going to give you a heads up on them.
Okay. It's very well themed, and if you're looking for fun desserts, bright drinks, and totally Instagram-worthy meals, here's the place. It's perfect for kids and adults who still want to be kids.
This land does have a lot of steps, so be ready to walk up some steps in this land. And I believe it does have another restaurant. It's not really a restaurant, I guess, but a drink stand in Donkey Kong Land.
Yeah.
The
which
bubbly
is delicious.
barrel.
Yeah, bubbly barrel.
There you go. All right, the next portal is Dark Universe, and we will rank these
Dun-dun.
portals later. But I'm just telling you right now, this is the best portal of them all.
It's pretty sweet.
This was one of our favorite, and is Universal's tribute to classic monsters, even though I wasn't a fan of the Bride of Frankenstein. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Creature, and more, which that's where the Bride would fall in.
And the Invisible Man.
Invisible Man was dominant.
And Eeyore's in there too.
Yeah.
The land is set in a gloomy village called Darkmoor, and it has two rides, Monsters Unchained and The Curse of the Werewolf.
Monsters Unchained is a dark ride featuring some of the most advanced animatronics Universal has ever created. This castle and queue themselves are impressive, but the ride was fantastic.
Mind-blowing, some would say. It is very neat. It's an intense, dark, and immersive, perfect for horror fans. And because it's mostly animatronics, it doesn't make you motion sick since the screams are mainly in the background. It's just a really impressive experience that you don't want to miss. And usually a fairly short line.
Yeah, short, and it doesn't make you sick at all. It's amazing.
It's cool.
There's also The Curse of the Werewolf, which I also loved a lot. It's a spinning family coaster where you're cursed and turn into a werewolf. This was a really fun coaster, especially at night. You never really know how much you're going to turn, so each ride is very unique.
Woo!
Moving on to the dining and the bars here. Again, best bar in the park.
Yes.
There are a couple of places to eat in Darkmoor. Our favorite was the Burning Blade Tavern. For one thing, the blades actually burst into flame every so often. And they had great themed snacks and the best drink at Epic, the Crossbow, which is a secret menu item that you had to ask for.
Yeah.
This was a mixture of strongbow cider and the mead they had specially made for the Burning Blade Tavern. The atmosphere is awesome, and you might meet some monster hunters every once in a while, although they make it kind of awkward.
They're pretty fun though. The Burning Blade does have some snacks, but Dot's Steakhouse serves vampire-inspired meals in a gothic atmosphere.
Also a very awesome restaurant.
It was very cool. This restaurant is ran by vampires and has lots of foods on steaks. Get it? All the food options were great, especially for counter service, which we should mention because whenever you eat at a counter service restaurant at Epic Universe, you just sit down at the table and you order through the app. Then you scan the QR code on the table, and when the food is ready, they bring it to you. Pretty convenient.
Yeah. And all restaurants at Epic are like this, except for Atlantic and
Blue Dragon.
All right, the next portal is the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic. This portal blends 1920s Wizarding Paris from Fantastic Beasts with the British Ministry of Magic from Harry Potter.
The architecture is grand, detailed, and completely immersive. There's one main attraction called Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry, and a unique show called Le Cirque Arcanum.
Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry is one of Universal's most technologically advanced dark rides ever created. It takes you through the trial of Dolores Umbridge, and of course, nothing goes to plan.
The ride itself is very immersive and has some amazing animatronics, as well as huge and beautiful sets. But the star of this ride is actually the queue. Walking into the Metro Flu and through the Metro Powder is such a fun experience, and then walking out into the Ministry of Magic, it will just make your jaw drop. It's huge, it's detailed, and it's amazing. It's like you are in the movie.
Also, this is the most popular ride at Epic. There's always a huge wait. Even in early entry, the line gets long fast.
Yes.
We found the best time to ride is actually at the end of the day. But don't wait too long, as they usually shut it off the line before the park closes. And that's not to say, like, if you get there for early park entry and you're like there, like in the front of early park entry, then it's probably best to ride at that.
Right.
But if you show up at early park entry at 9 o'clock, then no, that line is already going to be huge.
Yeah, if you get there at 10 o'clock when the park actually opens, it's going to be a long wait.
Even at 9 o'clock, if you get there at 9 o'clock and you're at the back of all those people getting
Yes.
in, you're going to wait.
It's going to be a long wait. There are a couple of restaurants in this portal. the Café des Serines and the Goblet Noir. The cafe serves French-inspired foods from the 1920s, and the Goblet Noir serves wizarding foods from all over Europe. There are also little shops that serve magical treats, butterbeer and butterbeer variations, and of course there is Bar Moonshine that serves themed cocktails like Giggle Water from Fantastic Beasts.
This land's very immersive, especially if you have a wand. There are many spots where you can do wand magic. Generation 1 wands work here too, so if you have an old wand, it'll still work. Some are multiple tricks and some are interactive, such as talking with a portrait. So if you're doing the wand stuff and the people in front of you, make sure you are patient because some of them take a little while.
They do.
But you get that same...
Especially the portrait one. They will talk to you for probably 5 minutes.
You get that same time when you're doing it. You never know what you might bump into. There's some wizards or some local school people, and there's some auras out in the hunt for Grindelwald and his followers. And that was probably the best out of all the portals. The auras are very, very cool.
They're very intense.
They're just like your typical law enforcement. They're trying to...
They're questioning everything.
Trying to get you to confess about something that you didn't even commit.
And they'll write your name down. There's also a show, Let's Search Park Anew, where you can see wizard circus acts as well as some Fantastic Beasts. We saw the first show of the day and it wasn't super packed, but then we saw it again later in the day and it was so much busier. So you might consider going into the morning show while everyone else goes to Ministry of Magic if the line is super long for Ministry of Magic, which it probably will be.
All right, and now to one of our favorite portals, obviously behind Dark Universe. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. The more I went into this portal, actually, the more I loved it.
Oh, I loved it.
This IP is so important to people, and Universal understands the assignment. This might be the most family-friendly and visual stunning portal in the park.
Isle of Berk brings Vikings and dragons to life in a colorful seaside village. The detail is everywhere, even in the Stormwoods. There are dragons everywhere you look, and they are actually moving and roaring. They're not stationary. They're actually moving around. And these little details, that's what brings this land to life, and it really feels like you're on Berk.
There are 3 rides in this land. Pickup's Wing Gliders, it's a family coaster soaring through Berk with dragon speed thrills. Dragon Racers Rally, a ride that gives you the feeling of flight as well as a great view of Berk. And Fire Drill, a water ride where you can compete against other Vikings. And we didn't ride this, but we hear you get very wet on
It looks like you would. There are also many interactive meet and greets. Our favorite was Toothless.
Yeah, best meet and greet ever.
Adorable. Best meet and greet ever. I just wanted to hug them. There's also live characters from How to Train Your Dragon you might encounter throughout the land. They're just walking around. And in Berk, there is a show called The Untrainable Dragon, which we feel like was the best show of the park.
Not even close. Definitely the best show
It
of the
was
park.
amazing. It's a musical with Pickup, Astrid, and Gobber, as well as some amazing dragons that you'll see right there on stage. The reaction from the audience helps make the experience, as there is a surprise that just always wows the crowd. It makes me tear up every time.
All right, there are some fun Viking meals here. Mead Hall serves delicious meats, fish, and tavern-style food. You have Spitfire Grill, which you can get some hearty bowls with steak, chicken, or shrimp, and Hooligan's Grog and Roll, where you get the famous mac and cheese cones. I'm not a mac and cheese person, and these were amazing.
These were freaking awesome.
So,
They were so worth the hype.
Eat them for every meal.
Yes, they were so good. And yes, themed drinks and ales are available here for adults at Berk. You can get Berk's specialty beer, Stoic's Ale, and Gobber's Mead. They are both at Mead Hall and at the Spitfire Grill. And they are made specifically for the Isle of Berk.
There's also like a strawberry cider that was there that was really good, I thought, as well. Yeah. Berk just dominated.
Berk's amazing. I want to live there.
I spend all my time at Berk in Dark Universe, really. So that's Epic Universe at Universal Orlando. 5 worlds, 1 incredible park. Epic Universe isn't just about rides, it's about the immersion.
Every portal is fully enclosed, so when you walk through, the outside world just disappears.
The attention to detail, ride technology, dining experiences, and storytelling set a new standard for theme parks.
This isn't just another Universal park. It is their most ambitious project yet. Some might say their most epic.
Which portal are you most excited to experience? Let us know in the comments. And stay tuned to our channel as we have episodes where we deep dive each individual portal as well as the original Universal Studios, including some Mardi Gras fun. Islands of Adventure, and City Walk.
Epic Universe. It's pretty epic.
So sadly, that wraps up our time here at Epic Universe. Yeah, it's awesome.
It is amazing. The park is just gorgeous. All the portals are really neat. They're all very detailed. It's just a great experience from start to finish.
Yeah. I don't know if you can spend a whole day in a portal, but you can definitely spend a few hours there to get the whole experience. The actor interactions are awesome.
Yeah.
The food here is amazing. And the rides here are, I mean, they're not like, we didn't get to ride Stardust Racers because it was shut down the whole time we were here. But all the other rides, they're good.
They're good.
Good rides.
They're fun. They're very detailed and interactive.
Not intimidating.
Yeah, it's great. This is a great family park.
Maybe Monsters Unchained for children's intimidating.
That one is kind of intimidating, yeah.
For adults, it's a lot of fun.
It's very cool.
Best ride here.
Yeah.
We have, again, caveat, didn't ride Stardust Racers. But
for us, that's been the best ride here.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a trip to come here.
100%.
2 days here too, minimum.
Yeah.
We have fast passes the whole time we were here, which made it nice. I don't know if you necessarily need fast passes if you utilize the early park entrance and you stay late, which makes for super long days. But
and I mean, the fast passes were nice because we could pretty much just do whatever we wanted and not have to worry about waiting in lines.
the fast pass consistency is not nice though. Sometimes we wait 45 minutes, sometimes we walk right on, even like the big rides.
Yeah, that's
I don't really understand why the fast pass inconsistencies are like that. When it's a 200 wait, one time we walk right on, the next time we wait 50 minutes. I don't get why there's an inconsistency there.
It's a new park. They're still working out the kinks, but it's still very, very cool. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, if you can afford the fast passes, if you're going to be here for a whole week, fast passes are extremely affordable.
Yeah.
So you should do that. If you're only going to be here for one day, I think they're kind of salty. But if you're here for the whole week,
we were lucky. We were here all week.
They were extremely affordable, and for the headaches that they took out of our days, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, beautiful, amazing, loved it.
Yeah, great job, Universal.
Good job. Until next time, cheers.
If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks so much for watching RollerBrewsters. Cheers!